and some of the things we were talking about. But Isaiah, are you willing to share some of that about kind of what went down with your family?
Yeah, definitely. So personally, again, I come from a very liberal state, um, in a very liberal town. And for the longest, really, I tried to hide it from my family that I was more, Republican and everything like that. Um, but I guess they kind of found out. I think they found like a letter in the mail or something like that from like Trump or something. Um, so yeah, like eventually they started to kind of question me a little bit about it. But then it kind of became explosive. It was almost like a deep hatred, but they were still trying to be nice at the same time. But eventually that kind of came out just in general, and eventually it led me to just them just kind of disowning me. Um, and so I pretty much I didn't really know how to cope. I didn't really know how to cope because I guess as a man, it's kind of hard to really talk about your feelings, even to friends or people in general. Sometimes I would go to therapy, but like people wouldn't really take stuff seriously, if that made sense when it comes to just a man's problem sometimes. And
Yep.
so I eventually I just created this secret YouTube channel in which I just decided to vent, like just vent
Mm.
my frustrations and just vent like hardcore, because there was a lot of stuff that I've been dealing with, a lot of stuff that I've been going through, and I felt like it was the only way. I didn't really have my family to go to. I didn't really have a lot of friends to go to. Like I felt alone during that situation. And so I vented and I just created that YouTube channel. It was getting like 5, 10 views. But eventually the video just blew up, like blew up out of nowhere. And I started getting messages from people all over the United States who have been disowned from their family members,
Really?
and like just been disowned for their political opinion. Um, People who are gay, straight, veterans, men, women, fathers, children, and it really helped me to wake up. Like, oh my gosh, I'm like not the only one who is going through this type of thing. It really gave me hope in humanity because I was really kind of misanthropic during that time, because of the things that I've been reading on Facebook with people, advocating burning down businesses and violence against the police and things of that sort. It made me misanthropic. It made me just really question humanity. And so when I was disowned, I guess people thought like I was homeless or something. I have my own place, but I was pretty much disowned from my family from a connection base. Um, when I was disowned, like hundreds of people messaged me, saying like, "Dude, if you need a place to stay, like everything is gonna be okay."
Mm.
And it's just crazy because people paint, not to get political, but people paint Trump supporters as these racist KKK
Mm.
members or something, but Trump supporters had to be one of the nicest groups of
Mm.
people who I've ever met.
Mm.
They asked if I needed money.
Mm.
They would want to give money to me. They would want to take me into their home, knowing thing like that I'm a stranger.
Mm.
They would do anything. I could have easily told them like, yo, I do need money and
Mm.
things of that sort, but I decided to put it into a fundraiser for right-wing causes.
Mm.
Um, but like people just don't understand. There's just this huge misconception when it comes to, Trump supporters. In fact, most Trump supporters are devout Christians for
Mhm.
the most part. So it's just there's a lot of there's a lot of manipulation and there's a lot of false information when it comes to the reality of things. So